Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. You know, folks, what lovely people. What a lovely group of people here. You know, so often these days, folks, the news goes from stupid to sadly stupid. But today, I'm happy to report it's just plain dumb because... Was it just this morning?
Yeah.
Late this morning, the president held an impromptu press conference from a highly unusual location.
Sir, why are you on the roof?
That's nice. That's not a question you hear asked of a world leader that often. It's right up there with, Your Majesty, where are your pants? At one point, the president tried to communicate through hand signals of some kind. I don't know what this is. I think he's saying, look, the Capitol Dome is a D cup. Look at that. Then, look at that. Let's get two of them. One here, one there. Then he did some very normal, unmiked roof shouting.
What does that mean?
Yeah! What does that mean? What does any of this mean? How are you the guy in charge? Why do we have to pretend? Why do we have to pretend it's normal when an old man wanders around a roof and shouts at us? Well, folks, first of all, oh, that sound means there's a new Gallup poll. Whoa, fella. The poll, go get some oats. The Gallup poll measures the approval rating of 14 world leaders, and by far the most popular in the world is Pope Leo XIV. Yep. Right at the top. Boom, right at the top. Next American on the list, Bernie Sanders. Which logically means Bernie could be the next pope. I say let's heat up that holy water and make some sacred soup. Couple of navy beans wouldn't kill it. Gallup found the Gallup folks found that everyone in the Trump administration is unpopular, but the least unpopular of the unpopular turns out to be Health and Human Services Secretary and angry bell pepper, RFK Jr. While he's least disliked by Americans in the administration, he might be falling out of favor with Trump himself because in a recent press conference, Kennedy let it slip that Trump regularly grills him on the phone asking, why aren't people healthier yet? Hey, Bobby, people are having trouble with their ankles, Bobby. Have you seen the people's cankles? The people's legs are blowing up like bouncy castles down there. I mean, the people could barely get up on the roof this morning. Hello? Oh, that's my hand. That's just my, hold on. I got a little time. The fact that Americans aren't getting healthier might have something to do with the folks that Trump put in charge of all that. For instance, his pick for Surgeon General is not big on birth control and says, we are prescribing them like candy. That candy, no Baby Ruth. Whatever, baby. Calm down. Whatever Trump climbs up on next, he won't escape the Jeffrey Epstein story. The latest development involves Epstein's ex-girlfriend and co-sex trafficker, Ghislaine Maxwell, seen here after being put in the lipless protection program. A couple of weeks back, Trump sent his second-in-command at the Justice Department, a guy named Todd Blanche, who was also his personal defense attorney in the Stormy Daniels sex scandal, down to the prison to interview Maxwell. Now, we don't know exactly what they talked about, but we know exactly what they talked about because now Maxwell has been moved to a minimum security women's prison in Texas that's been called Club Fed. It's so bougie. It's so bougie, inmates may take classes on foreign languages and gardening. Well, you know what they say. On your first day in prison, you walk up straight to the biggest guy in the yard and say, "Excusez-moi, avez-vous le mulch?" Huh? Huh? Comment vous dit tulip bulb? Inmates can also partake in the prison's puppy training program. We actually have, is this true? We actually have some footage of some of the women prisoners training puppies.
Pop, sit, stand, good boy, roll over, lip shits.
The White House, thank you. The White House has the huevos to deny that they're trading favors with Ghislaine. And they insist that Maxwell was moved because of very real and very credible threats on her life because after talking with the feds, she was considered a snitch by other inmates. Sure, and everybody in the slammer knows snitches get puppies. Apparently, voters out there, they're mad at Republicans about a lot of stuff. Last night, a Republican Congressman, Mike Flood, held a town hall in Deep Red, Nebraska. And take a look how it went when he tried to talk about Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill.
I truly believe this bill protects Medicaid for the future. Do you think that people who are 28 years old that can work and refuse to work should get free health care?
That's nice. Looks like that was not the response he was expecting. How you doing tonight, Cleveland? Bad. Oh, sorry to hear that. You want to hear Freebird? No. Okay, how about I just set myself on fire? Yeah. Wow. That felt personal. And for the congressman, it did not get better from there.
Next slide, please. These are the other important parts of the One Big Beautiful Bill. Next slide, please.
Next slide, please. This is up here. This is a picture of my family. They would be super sad if Dad was trampled by an angry mob. I'm just gonna start the car. When it came time for the Q&A, things got even spicier.
How much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay for a fascist country?
This is not about partisan. This is about issues because we're about to lose our democracy.
Next question. Why are you covering up the Epstein files?
Hold on, I knew about the Epstein files. But they're also covering up the Epstein files? Joffrey Epstein? He's a good guy, Joffrey Epstein. So it's getting clearer every day that voters do not like the Republican policies, which is a serious threat to the GOP control of the House, since Democrats would need only net 3 seats next November to win back the House. When they learned that, Republicans immediately saw the light, sprang into action, promised to tax the rich and restore people's health care. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. They're redistricting Texas to pick up 5 House seats, which is an obvious and straight-up power grab, because states normally redraw congressional districts every 10 years after a census. So, to block the GOP from ramming through this plan to rig the midterms, Texas Democrats fled the state partly to deny the legislature the necessary quorum before voting, and mostly to get out of Texas during the summer because it is hotter than the devil's taint. Now, this move, humid too. It is humid. This move by the Democrats made Governor Greg Abbott rootin' tootin' angry.
They're leaving and they've left because they're very un-Texan. Texans don't run from a fight.
That's right, Texans don't run from a fight. They redraw the map so they don't actually have to fight if they think they might lose next year. But, come on, I'll redraw any map. Give me Sharpie. But the Democrats are spoiling for a wrestle. Yeah, I think that's the term. Here's National Committee Chairman Ken Martin.
This is not the Democratic Party of your grandfather, right? Which would bring a pencil to a knife fight. We're bringing a knife to a knife fight.
Okay. I know this is all just metaphor, but maybe bring something better than a knife. How about 2 knives? Or maybe a samurai sword or nunchucks. Those would be cool. Despite his busy schedule of pretending not to know Jeffrey Epstein while shambling across a roof, Donald Trump still finds time to be mad at TV. Today he posted, "Gayle King's career is over. She should have stayed with her belief in Trump. She never had the courage to do so. No talent, no ratings, no strength. Hey, Mr. President, back off. You are messing with my beloved CBS colleague and friend, Gayle King. And if you want to get to Gayle, you have to go through my show first." What's that? I'm sorry, hold on, what? Oh, I forgot. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Fred Armisen and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. And when we come back, science. Join us, won't you?